Hello everyone, and welcome to the Ultimate Aftermath Crafting Guide, where I'll teach you every item that you can craft, what they do, and how you can make them. Firstly, let's start with the ammo. All ammo types are useful no matter their cost. An ammo type should only be crafted if you have that gun that takes the ammo, or you're expecting to get a gun that takes the ammo. First up, we have 22LR. 22LR can be crafted from 3 gunpowder and 2 metal scrap. It can be used in any gun that takes 22LR. Next, we have 223. 223 can be crafted from 7 gunpowder and 4 metal scrap. It can be used in any gun that takes 223. An example would be the AR-15. Next, we have .44. .44 can be crafted from 6 gunpowder and 3 metal scrap. It can be used in any gun that takes .44. An example would be the Desert Eagle. Next, we have .45. .45 can be crafted from 5 gunpowder and 2 metal scrap. It can be used in any gun that takes .45. An example would be the FNX 45. Next, we have 12 gauge. 12 gauge can be crafted from 5 gunpowder, 2 metal scrap, and 5 plastic. It can be used in any shotgun. An example would be the MP133. Next, we have 7.62. 7.62 can be crafted from 8 gunpowder and 5 metal scrap. It can be used in the AKM. Next, we have 7.62 by 54. 7.62 by 54 can be crafted from 12 gunpowder and 7 metal scrap. It can be used in any gun that takes 7.62 by 54. An example would be the SVD. Next, we have 9mm. 9mm can be crafted from 5 gunpowder and 2 metal scrap. It can be used in any pistol that takes 9mm. An example would be the M9. Next, we have 308 Winchester. 308 can be crafted from 10 gunpowder and 5 metal scrap. It can be used in any gun that takes 308. An example would be the Remington 700. Next, we have 50 BMG. 50 BMG can be crafted from 20 gunpowder and 12 metal scrap. It can be used in any sniper that takes 50 BMG. An example would be the Orm. Finally, we have the arrow. Arrows can be crafted from 1 stick and 1 metal scrap. It can be used as ammunition for the bow. Now let's move on to the tools and weapons. Firstly, we have the axe. The axe can be crafted from 20 scrap and 2 tape. It can be used as a melee weapon, or it can be used to chop down trees for logs, as well as crafting chopped logs. The axe is a cheap and versatile melee weapon. The axe is overall worth it, and if you have enough materials to craft it, you should. Next, we have the bow. The bow can be crafted from 5 cloth and 3 sticks. The bow can be used to silently kill players and zombies from a distance, and uses arrows as ammunition. There's basically no point in crafting it. If you desperately need a silent weapon, suppressors aren't rare and can be found in your local neighborhood home. Next, we have the makeshift submachine gun. The makeshift submachine gun can be crafted from 20 scrap, 4 chopped logs, 2 spring, 1 composite fiber, and 7 plastic. The makeshift SMG works as a slightly worse version of an SMG, with it being able to fire .44 rounds. Scrap weapons aren't worth it, no matter how desperate you are for a fully automatic gun. The makeshift SMG is too expensive, seeing how easy it is to get your hands on a fully automatic weapon. Next, we have the Molotov. The Molotov is crafted from 1 glass bottle, 20 gasoline, and 1 cloth. The Molotov can be thrown and will create a small fire that will stay alive for a few seconds, dealing burning damage to anything that walks through it, whether it be zombies or players. The Molotov is overall a decently cheap weapon. If you have the materials on hand, you should craft it. It's especially useful down at the quarry, where there are hundreds of zombies, and you can clear them all with a Molotov or 2. Finally, we have the makeshift sniper. The makeshift sniper can be crafted from 35 scrap, 2 composite fiber, 5 chopped logs, and 5 plastic. It acts as a slightly worse version of the Remington 700, with firing the same bullets, being 308. Similarly to the makeshift SMG, the makeshift sniper is just way too expensive to craft, and a better rifle can be found easily in towns. Now let's move on to the repairable and health consumables. Firstly, we have the bandage. The bandage can be crafted from 3 cloth. It allows you to stop 1 bleed and increases your health for a very short time. Although it's cheap, unless you don't have any bandages and you are bleeding, there is no point in crafting bandages. Bandages are just too common to be an issue, with them being abundant in residential bathrooms. Next, we have the makeshift armor plate. The armor plate can be crafted from 2 composite fiber and 25 scrap. The makeshift armor plate works almost identically to the reinforced armor plate, and is used to heal your vest, but it heals less and has less compared to the reinforced armor plate. The makeshift armor plate is used to craft the press vest. The makeshift armor plate is pretty worth it in my opinion. It isn't too expensive to craft for what it gives. Reinforced armor plates aren't common, and since they're heavy, you usually won't be carrying one with you. Making one on the go to repair your vest is well worth it. Next, we have the makeshift weapon repair kit. The makeshift weapon repair kit is crafted from 1 composite fiber, 1 sponge, 10 scrap, 5 glass, and 2 springs. The makeshift weapon repair kit works similarly to the weapon repair kit, with it being able to repair guns and suppressors, but heals less and has less uses. The makeshift weapon repair kit is situational. It can be worth it if your luck is just terrible and you need to find a weapon repair kit, but usually it'll be pretty easy to find one if you loot military and residential areas. Next, we have the splint. The splint is crafted from 12 cloth and 2 sticks. The splint is used to heal a broken leg and stop you from taking damage when you move. The splint is cheap and it's a lifesaver. For its low price, it will allow you to get out of a bad situation and be back on your feet in a couple of seconds. Next, we have the dress bandage. The dress bandage is crafted from 2 healing salve and 1 saline solution. The dress bandage works identically to the bandage, but it's an upgraded version of it. The dress bandage is also used to craft the med kit. Dress bandages aren't really worth it. Similarly to the bandage, they are pretty common, and those materials could be put to better use. Next, we have the med kit. The med kit is crafted from 1 tape, 2 dress bandages, and 1 saline solution. The med kit will heal all cuts and will heal the player for a limited time. The med kit usually won't be worth it. Healing salve is a much cheaper option to get a similar result. 1 or 2 healing salve can do just as well as the regular med kit, and for much cheaper. Next, we have the large med kit. The large med kit is crafted from 2 tape, 2 med kits, and 4 saline solution. The large med kit is overall a better version of the med kit, with it doing everything that the med kit can, just better, with the only downside being it takes longer to use. Larger med kits are usually not worth it. Larger med kits can be found at military locations and are usually too expensive to craft, but if you do have the resources to craft one, you should still do it. Finally, we have healing salve. Healing salve can be crafted from 2 sap and 2 cloth. Healing salve is a cheaper alternative to med kits and can be used faster but heals less. Healing salve is also used to make dress bandages. Healing salve is extremely cheap and gives a high result. Sap is easily obtainable and cloth is abundant, and it allows you to save yourself easily and efficiently. Now let's move on to the consumables. First up, we have composite fiber. Composite fiber is crafted from 10 cloth, 1 tape, and 2 glass. Composite fiber is used to make many advanced crafts, such as the scrap weapons, makeshift armor plates, and weapon repair kits. Next up, we have spring. Spring is crafted from 5 scrap. Spring is used to create the scrap weapons, makeshift armor plates, and weapon repair kits, as well as landmines. Next, we have tape. Tape can be crafted from 2 cloth, 1 glue, and 2 plastic. Tape can be used to craft medkits, the axe, composite fiber, and more crafts. It can also be used to repair clothing. Next, we have chopped logs. Chopped logs can be crafted from regular logs and a working axe. Chopped logs can be used to craft the scrap weapons. Next, we have glue. Glue is crafted from 2 sap and 2 plastic. Glue can be used to craft various craftable items. Next, we have advanced composite fiber. Advanced composite fiber can be crafted from 5 composite fiber, 10 plastic, 2 scrap, and 10 glass. Advanced composite fiber isn't used to craft anything, and you can't combine it with anything, so I guess just don't make it. Finally, we have coffee. Coffee can be crafted from 1 coffee can and 1 purified water. Upon being drunken, coffee will give the player 2 minutes of unlimited stamina and some thirst. Lastly, we have the deployable and clothing items. Firstly, we have the bear trap. The bear trap can be crafted from 50 scrap and 4 spring. The bear trap can be placed on a flat surface and will activate when the player walks over it. This will then give the player a broken leg and damaging them. Next, we have the landmine. The landmine can be crafted from 1 grenade, 4 ring, 1 tape, and 25 scrap. The landmine, once a player steps on it, will inflict heavy amounts of damage onto the player. Next, we have the press vest. The press vest can be crafted from 2 makeshift armor plates, 25 plastic, and 4 sticks. The press vest works similarly to the normal ballistic vest and reduces damage taken to the torso, but the press vest only provides 1 times armor. Finally, we have the makeshift satchel. The satchel can be crafted from 5 cloth, 1 tape, 5 plastic, and 2 sticks. The satchel has the same carrying capacity as the day packs, making it not worth it. Crafting in Aftermath is relatively easy. Some items are worth it, while some items are not, and now you know. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.